Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a piece of tech that could completely rewrite the rules for creating educational content. We're talking about an AI called LELAIL, and what it can do in a ridiculously short amount of time is, well, it's pretty incredible. But just how short are we talking?
1, 2, 3, all the way up to 15. Yeah, 15 seconds. I mean, what can you even do in 15 seconds? You're not making a coffee. You might send a quick text. So what if I told you that in that same amount of time, an AI can build an entire, ready-to-go educational course?
And look, we're not talking about some rough outline or a few bullet points here. This is a complete, fully fledged educational program created from absolutely nothing in just 15 seconds.
So, what did LELAIL actually cook up in that time? It built a complete 5-lesson course on financial literacy, aimed specifically at teenagers. But here's the kicker. It didn't just make one version, it generated 3 totally separate programs at the exact same time for kids in the UK, India, and Brazil.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, so it just ran it through Google Translate, right? Nope. And that's where this story gets really, really cool. This goes way beyond simple translation. We're talking about deep cultural adaptation.
So what does that even mean, culturally adapted content? Well, it's not about just swapping out a few words. It means the entire course is built from the ground up for that specific local market. It uses the right currency, examples that people actually recognize, and the economic context that makes sense there.
And this slide just lays it out perfectly. Look at this. For the UK course, it's talking about pounds and banks like Barclays or Monzo. For the course in India, it's all about rupees, and it's referencing services like UPI and Paytm. And in Brazil, it's using reais and mentioning payment systems like Pix. This is what makes the course actually connect with a teenager in any of those places. It feels real to them.
The people who built LELAIL are super clear on this point, and this quote really says it all. They make sure to hammer this home. This is not translated content. It is content built from scratch, specifically for each market. That, right there, is a total game changer for education on a global scale.
Okay, so we know it's incredibly fast and it's culturally smart, but what do you actually get at the end of those 15 seconds? What does this complete educational package really look like?
Let's break it down. First, you get complete lesson plans for all 5 lessons for all 3 countries. Then, it spits out 5-question quizzes for each version so you can actually test if the students are getting it. And what's really amazing are the cultural context notes sprinkled throughout. And it even gives you audio delivery instructions so it's ready for podcasts or videos. So, what's the bottom line here? The result is 3 complete, culturally perfect financial literacy courses that are ready to be taught. Like, right now. No extra editing, no sending it off to a translator, no extra work for the teacher. It's basically a turnkey solution for educators. To really feel the shockwave of this thing, you have to put it side by side with how this stuff has always been done. This isn't just a small step up, it's a complete revolution in how fast and how cheap this can be. Okay, just look at this contrast. The old way, you'd have to hire an education expert, find translators for each language. You're easily looking at a bill for somewhere between £1,200 and £1,800, and it would take you days, probably weeks, to get it done. The LELAIL method? 15 seconds. It's totally automatic, and like we've seen, it's culturally on point from the very first word. The difference is just staggering.
So you've got a process that takes weeks and costs thousands of dollars on one hand, and on the other, a 15-second automated process. When you have a leap that massive, what does it really mean for the future of learning? Let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. The mission behind LELAIL is actually pretty simple, but it's powerful. No one left behind. A technology like this could absolutely demolish the barriers to creating high-quality, local-first educational content. It could bring essential knowledge, like how to manage your money, to communities all over the globe, way faster and way cheaper than we ever thought possible.
And that leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. For so long, what people could learn was limited by really practical things: time, money, and access to experts. But if creating customized, culturally aware learning materials is now basically instant and pretty much free, what does that mean for the future of education? Who gets to decide what's taught and who gets access to it? The possibilities are just as huge as they are revolutionary.